Anthony is a friend of mine. I met him through marathon running, so we've done a lot of long distance training together. And I was actually training for a Ironman, and the group and I were out for a training ride, heading back, and of course, accident kind of occurred close to home. But in any case, I was leading the pack of bikes, entering an intersection, and had the right of way to go through, and lo and behold, the car pulls out, and I kind of look like Pee Wee Herman in those movies, hitting the car, you know, flying over the top of the car. The rest of the cyclists crashed behind me in the middle of the street. Car stopped, big intersection, but luckily everyone was all right. The emergency room, doctors, and Anthony Frisella went back and forth a little bit about what the diagnosis looked like. So he said that he would try to get me into surgery the next morning, given the diagnosis between the two doctors. So at that point, I went ahead and scheduled surgery with him the next morning. I was lucky enough to get put to the front early in the morning, went through a little bit of the prep work and what had to be done. And he said it's not going to be it's not just a little surgery, but there's some extensive work that needed to be done, AC joint reconstruction, so they were going to, cut the bone, put some different parts in there, put it back together, some screws and what have you. And, I decided I didn't want to walk around with the bone up sticking out. So I was very determined after my accident to go through the physical therapy and all the recommendations that Anthony Frisella had suggested that I follow. Through that physical therapy, from the accident through partial recovery was probably 3 to 4 months. It actually took a little longer to get more and more motion. I did not have full motion in my arm and the extent of where I was before. But through that continued therapy and care, etc., I was able to come back the following year from the original accident where I was training for the Ironman and complete that Ironman. That was a big goal for me. It was a big to-do, the fact that I could get out there after this major surgery and accident, get the care, get through the therapy, and get my range of motion back to be able to accomplish that and finish that. So I was very pleased with that. Even though I don't live in the immediate area of St. Peter's, O'Fallon area, I made the specific decision to make the journey out here. And I made the journey for the care and services that Anthony Frisella and his team provide.